Connie's always been one of my favorite lines since she's launched here at HSN, so I know when your shows are on.
I know, because
I'm working with you.
Sending Lynn pictures
well,
too.
And my mom too. She's always like, Connie's on. I'm like, I know, Mom, I'm working with her. I gotta learn it. Anyway, this piece is just a magical piece. I can't wait to hear the story. It's also a special appreciation month price. So the HSN will be $219.95 for the necklace. So a nice little special for under $190. And then we also have, I can't believe that ring is under $70. The ring is getting limited. We originally started with 5 through 12. Now we just sold out of 12, but now we have sizes of 5 through 11. And the necklace, Rick, how many flex pay is the necklace available? I know it's 19 inches in length, and you do have a full 2-inch extender in the back. That's what I was thinking, because the flex pay on the necklace, we have 5 monthly flex payments, which is great. So it would be $38 whenever your next billing statement is, and we'll ship this out to you. But yes, Miss Connie, tell me all about the Flora.
Oh my goodness gracious. I could talk for an hour about this. I was in a auction house in Charleston, and when I tell you they had the most beautiful jewelry in the world, and they had something very similar to this, however, and theirs was hand-carved lapis, but the center of it, Lenny, was sapphires. Okay, so I got the gentleman that was in the auction estate house to get it out and to let me see it and to hold it and to put it on. And I mean, when I tell you there was just something about holding a treasure that someone had made from start to finish. So I asked him if I could take a picture, and he said it was a one-of-a-kind, so I could take a picture. You normally can't reproduce something that's a similar design, but it was a one-of-a-kind. That auction house owned it. He said I could, but I said I wasn't going to reproduce it exactly because I wasn't going to put, huge cashmere sapphires in the center of it. I was going to do mine all in lapis. So what happened was the second I left that auction house, I got online with the artisans that I work with, and I said, we've got to do this. I sent the pictures. I said, do you have anyone who can do this? Every single person told me no. Every single person except for the one vendor that I work with who is now 3rd generation. His family has been in the business for 3 generations. He said, I can think of only 2 people who could do that for us. He goes, let me see. He called the first person. They said no, they could not do it. He called the second person, and they said that they would do it. Now, this was last year, 2023, that they started on this. And so he had them, he knew of 2 people that could do this type of work, had them working on it since 2023. When you look at the intricacy, when you imagine how long it takes to carve one of these, and yet marvel at the end result. And by the way, the ring is exactly the same. You're getting that same labor of love. You're getting one person that did every single one of these from start to finish. There's a reason why you only see carved pieces like this in estate sales or in auction houses, because they can't be mass manufactured. And when there is one, it's beloved by everyone, in the family for literally years. You are talking about something carved from start to finish, and that is a dying art form.
Oh, yeah.
It is a years ago, people would apprentice to do that doesn't happen anymore. They don't do that. So we don't have the artisans to do this type of work. We don't have apprentices learning how to do it. And it is something that I was able to do literally a fraction of the amount that I wanted to be able to do, but it is first come, first serve. Then on top of that, Lenny, the color. I wanted to make sure that we weren't only getting lapis, but we were getting great lapis. And when you judge lapis, the value can, vary widely depending on certain specifics. You want those golden little specks that you see in there, which is natural. They're actually bits of pyrite. It adds to the lapis's charm. You want those glimmering little beautiful specks, but you want a moderate amount, and you want that starry night effect throughout. You don't want it clumped all in one place. You don't want the calcite. You don't want the white streaks. You don't want the patches. You want that beautiful lapis color throughout. You don't want the large, white streaks. So we don't have that. And the origin. We chose lapis from the origin that is known to be the world's finest. And stones from those mines are particularly valued for their rich color, for their minimal calcite, and for their pyrite. But the difficulty in mining, because of the unrest in that part of the world right now, the very remote area and the unrest means it's not going on. So people who've collected the lapis over the years, those are the people who have it, but they want you to pay, you know, top dollar for it. But then the cutting lapis, you find it in cabochons for a reason. You don't find it in facets or certainly in carves, because when you cut into it, you might expose calcite or, you know, an unnatural pattern. But we wanted it in the lapis. And you know, I could go on and on and on, because lapis, there's so many, again, you could pay 50 cents a carat or $150 a carat, depending on the quality. We gave you not on the quality, but we gave you the true artisanship and really centuries of old tradition embodied in how they cut it.
And nothing like it. If you go on, and we have amazing jewelry brands, you know that here at HSN, but if you go to hsn.com, you'll see lapis pieces, of course, in different styles and classic cuts and things of that nature, but nothing custom carved. Like, I mean, I just appreciating what it would take to custom cut a petal in one of these 5 individual stations in this flower. And there's not just one petal on this. So when Connie said this was in the making over a year ago, we could not bring in more than 100 of these. So it is final call. Let me just say, I have fewer than 50 now in the ring. Good news is I still have sizes 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. Okay, but down to like single digits in all of those. Necklace also getting very, very limited, fewer than 50 now in the necklace.
Wow.
And with that's 5 flex payments, let me reiterate that, which means you can break up your payments, not waiting 5 months, but you can break up your payments over the next 5 months, just pay it off every month, and no interest will incur, and that'll be under, I think it's $38, something, yeah, $38, which is fantastic to see for yourself. And know that you have that confidence that you have a 30-day money-back guarantee. Understand it's an investment piece, but understand you don't wear this and not have everybody stop you in your footsteps and ask you about, where did you find something like that? It looks like something from an auction house, seriously.
Well, exactly, and the original had cashmere sapphires in the center. It was at an auction house in Charleston, and then, like I said, there were 2 artisans that my manufacturer thought could make this. One of them said yes, everybody else said no, and this will never. Trust me, they're never doing it again. I hope you at least give yourself the opportunity to see it, because it is one and done, and I've never done anything like this. By the way, I set these, I don't know if you can see this, but I set these on almost like little platforms, because I wanted to weight them so you wouldn't have to worry about them twisting. And this is also completely adjustable, but you know who you are. And listen, even if you put this on, Lynn, can you imagine with like a white gauzy, you know, bell sleeve top for the summertime, and jeans and big clog shoes. So it doesn't have to be dressy, but it can be as dressy as anywhere. Like you could be going to the White House and wearing this.
Yeah,
okay, I'm gonna take it off though.
You are, because it's gonna sell out, is what they're telling us. If you don't have the HSN charge card, it is the perfect card. I love my HSN charge card. I know I say that all the time, but we do all kinds of wonderful things throughout the year, like extra flex every